So, what could we be doing now? Let me think. Well,
The Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's deadliest warriors behind him.
does he? Is this...
the end of Orzamar be nigh? Turn to Lord Harrowmont and assure the future of Dwarven society.
Can we get in here? Hello?
Harrowmont is the rightful king, and you know that.
Even Balin's father rejected him in the end.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird for Mira. Mira doesn't really understand all family dynamics, but it's really weird for her to hear of a son that is rejected by the king father for being king, especially since in the human world, the human elven world up, the king, I mean, the title of king is hereditary in some places more than others. Well, the free marches are independent, but we cannot get in there, of course. Okay, let's do the sensible thing. Hello?
House Harrowmont is honored to have you here.
Oh, this is a nice room. Hello, ladies.
Greetings, Grey Warden.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Yeah, these people seem nicer than the one in Balin's servitude. Shale, you look great on that table. That's a locked chest. Oh, no, don't. You cannot open that. The dwarves have a letter from King Endrin. Let's read that. My Lord Harrowmont, my guilt weighs heavily on me, and I know now that I was a fool. Only a fool would cut out his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I allowed the assembly to send my child to exile and death because I feared an inquiry into Tyrion's murder would taint our house with scandal. You have been my rock and my shield these long months, and for that I thank you, but I must ask for one thing more. I wish to discover if my child survived. Even the smallest trace will set my mind at ease. Send your men, your scouts, anyone who will go. Balin thinks I am mad. He says that if word spreads of my wish, our house will be undone. He doesn't know that Eduncan is already lost. I destroyed us when I sacrificed what was most precious. Please, Pyro, help me. I come to you not as a king, but as a father. Ah. Kaelan documents, page 3 of 3. We also need to read that, but it's... Why is this not in order with page 1 and 2? I don't think King Endrin is here. Yes. Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. Endrin of House Eduncan traces his ancestry back to the Paragon Eduncan, the greatest warrior of Orzamar's history, who beat back the Darkspawn hordes in the first Blight. The second son of King Ansgar Eduncan, he became heir after his elder brother died in approving. The most respected king in 4 generations, he restored contact with Kalsharok, the only other remaining city of the once vast Dwarven Empire which had been lost during the First Blight. Well, I expected this to say a little bit more, honestly. Because what Endrin is talking about in this letter to Harrowmont is a question that about a question that you only understand when you play the Dwarf Noble Origin. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong way. Hello, Butler.
If you're looking for Lord Doolan Forender, you'll find him at Tapster's, taking his evening drink.
So King Andrin regretted something. He okay, I'm worried because
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
If you lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exile. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
I was thinking, I'm afraid that Ogren's not going to show up, but there he is.
You have come at a difficult time.
I thought I could talk to you. Hey, Lolinar.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who are you?
I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Who was he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branka's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Oops. Is that what you two were arguing about, Branka?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Do you know why Branka went into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked if found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
How did she become a paragon? Well, actually, we know why she did become a paragon. But why is Ogren caring about her so much? Well, the option just went away.
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon.
Yeah.
They moved Branka, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
So Branka was married to the drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Okay. Now I see why...
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Yeah, now I see why it is so important to him. So what I was saying before was that it seems even if Mira doesn't really understand the whole situation and she doesn't know who to trust, because there is Balen version and Harrowmont's version and the relative supporters. In that letter from the king, it seems like the king definitely trusts Harrowmont more than his own son. I mean, it's pretty evident. And Mira is feeling quite right in defending Harrowmont then. Maybe, you know, because the king was Balin's father, maybe he could notice the shortcomings of his own son. I wanna...
Lost and damnation.
I want the Liliana back. What is happening here?
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I paid my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
This guy is a merchant.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
What's going on here?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
I can say what it might happen. But the Carta?
You really should learn more about the places you visit. The Carta is the foundation of business in Orzammar. It's a commercial venture of like-minded individuals who make money in whatever way suits their talents.
Or a gang of thieves running a protection racket.
You say protection racket, I say honorable business. You say thief, I say dead elf.
That sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Maybe I should show you how dangerous I am. Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Okay, so in this quest, I would have actually liked to kill them, but if you kill them, this guy who is a merchant will actually disappear. He will escape because he will likely take the blame for them dying. I really don't understand, because it's just the same right about now, because we scared them away and they didn't get... I don't think they got what they wanted from him, so...
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
You could start by letting me look around your store.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Ah, yes. Give me all of this. Restocking. Made easy. Lyrium. Deep mushrooms. And fruits. A remarkable emerald. Yeah, I'm buying as much as I can. I hope he restocks. I don't think nobody restocks. Right.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store.
Yes, yes.
I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
The caste divide is deep indeed.
These casteless, they're all the same. Beggars, thugs, and murderers, everyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
Okay, well, thank you. Especially for the provisions. Oh, this is his quarters. So we have another merchant here, which wasn't open before. Good. I think it's time. We should visit Dusttown.
Do you miss the life you once had, Shell? These centuries of memories you have lost?
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... Well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being, but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
Should I go to Dusttown? Or maybe... Oh. Well, they have told me to avoid Dusttown, so... Hey, Varric. Hello.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
Cool. I guess you watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roosting Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
So the proving's just a tournament?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
Isn't that nice? Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Okay. I think this is one of the people we have to speak to.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
I've never seen you before in my life, man.
Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for.
Are you Basil Harrowmont?
I am. So if you're not here to... How do you know who I am?
Your name was yellow and glowing on your head. Let's see. If you tell me what's happening, I could help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
So you're afraid your affair will be exposed?
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but... I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Would you fight again if your secret was safe?
There's no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here.
Did Balin threaten you himself?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miaja, she's the one who threatened to expose me.
What evidence does she have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get those letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the proof. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
We have Leliana with us. Leliana can pickpocket her if something goes wrong. Ah, and there she is. Let's try to talk with her first.
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
I hear you've been threatening Harrowmont's fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way.
One man's blackmail is another man's honesty.
One man's villain is another man's king.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for.
Can you try, Leliana?
Of course.
What did we get, though? Because sometimes you don't get what you want. I don't think we got what we wanted, right? Box of nugs. Miaja's key. Maybe she doesn't have the things on herself. Ah, that's by Piotin. Haha. Hey, man.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
I have your letters right here.
Where did you get those? No, I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
Then you'll fight in the proving.
I will be glad to fight for Harrowmont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
Nice job, Lily. Then I think we have another fighter to take care of. Ah, Gwyddon, yes.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
I'm actually... Are you one of the fighters then?
Was. Name's Gwyddon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Somehow? Why did you resign then?
It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harrowmont's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's ridiculous. Harrowmont isn't conceding.
Oh? And where did you hear this? That's more reliable than a member of the Assembly.
Well, I heard it from Harrowmont himself.
Well, that's not what I expected. I know Lord Harrowmont. He's an upstanding man. He'd never lie to someone's face. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Get back in the proving and knock some heads.
Maybe I will at that.
Oh, good God. There we go. I think there is just the two of them. That door is nothing. Hello, Roshan.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
Hello.
You looking at something? Get out of here!
Oh, wow. You people. Nice room. Greetings. I'm Mira, of the Grey Wardens.
Don't take it personally. Hanashan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
Who are you?
I am Farelden. I serve as Hanashan's trainer and translator. As a Silent Sister, Hanashan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Oh. So whose side are you two on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
You should reconsider who you call king.
Your bravado is meaningless. When a silent sister fights, she doesn't do it with words. If you would back up your claims, enter the proving. The ancestors will show who they think is worthy.
Alright, so we need to enter the proving tool. And we will have to pretend that it's actually Stan fighting for us. That's the fireplace. Hello.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Well, it's very unfair to have a mage in the field, you know, right? Yeah, no.
I trust you'll keep the offer to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably the guy who does the shady betting. So let's go finish exploring the other part. And then we're going to enter the fights with Mira, unfortunately. But yeah, let's pretend she's Stan or Shale. Shale would be cool if you could be Shale. Hello, Surin.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Is there anything else in her room? Not really. Hey, Piotin, I've heard about you.
Guards, remove this intruder.
Oh. Are you stuck, Liliana? Oh, yeah, you're stuck in a very short table. This guy next to you doesn't really talk for you or anything. Come on. I don't really want to talk to Myaja again, because we distracted her very well. With our discussion.